a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash here. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to take his opponent down and get off some of that patented ground and pound.
Yes, and once he's on top, he starts to just gain control first. He does not try to rush to the next position because he understands whether or not he's in the guard, half guard, or side control, he can find ways to land big damage. In the side control, he does a really good job of going knee on belly, posturing his body all the way to the top, and just coming down with big punches. Boom, once he lands, he goes back and he secures. Then he goes back to find another big strike. He does not waste energy just throwing little rabbit punches. Everything has to matter. As you've seen in some of the great ground and pound fighters you've ever seen, like Jack Hermanson, guy that beats you into the bottom of the octagon until you roll over and give up your neck to get submitted.
Yeah, nothing pitter-patter about it.
No.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. The Russian is 29. The Australian is 31. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
The evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Alexandre the Great Volkanovski! And now introducing his opponent, fighting at the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia, Islam Makhachev.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it upright.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Punches blocked.
That was lightning fast, that right hand.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, nice slam as he gets him to the canvas. Exactly what he needed. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook. Now he's gonna try to attack Kimura here. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Both fighters back to their feet now. All right, side control now. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. 45 seconds to go here in round one. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Beautiful, beautiful. Everything is going beautiful. Your wrestling's too good for him. He can't stop you. You're gonna go out there and keep.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, so our next round is underway, and we really saw the tide turn in that previous round with not just a takedown, but a big takedown that shook the octagon and ground control from there.
I mean, he threw him on his head.
Yeah.
To get to the leg, sometimes you want to just run your opponent to the side. He was able to pick him up in the air and throw him as if you're throwing a basketball, as if you're throwing a baseball. He threw a massive man through the air to secure that top position. And it was amazing to watch, and it just tells you how talented and how skilled these fighters in the octagon truly are.
Shades of Daniel Cormier disrespecting the legend Daniel Henderson right there.
I mean, I don't want to really pat myself on the back. If I could reach, I would.
How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here for Buff. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. 20 seconds to go. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. 10 minutes in the books.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle Listen, you're gonna learn that right hand wristband. Just
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the aggressiveness, the volume.
It was unbelievable to watch him be so active. The cardio, the push, the pace, and the pressure that he fought with. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can maintain this over 15 minutes. Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here. Real.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Able to land the left hand there. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Volkanovski's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Side control now. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Oh, he's got a choke.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Volkanovski ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Some nice back and forth action here. Judo throw. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission. Attacking armbar.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
I want you to swim off the back.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, here we go with our next round, and really shades of the Diaz brothers in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy, just a lot of...
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. We'll finish this fight.
Oh, big left.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Eddie.
Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. All right, side control now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right? That's to his opponent. Winning.
And this might just be a matter of time. Right into side control, upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Lands with the ground and pound.
Down into his mount.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance.
Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one. All right, little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here when there isn't a whole lot going on.
And the moment somebody gets comfortable, the moment that somebody decides to relax.
Wow. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Last round. You got one more round for me? Give me a good 5 minutes here. We got this one, man. You just gotta keep throwing those jabs.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
Here we go, 5th and final round.
It's such a fast leg kick.
Oh, that punch will count. Landed flush. Able to check that kick as well. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
He lands a switch knee.
Well, Alexandre Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in his fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Transitioning to the arm submission now.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
And he's out. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. He lands with the left. Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Both fighters get up now. Close guard. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Volka. Misses with the left hook.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet. Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position.
Now he's able to isolate that left arm.
Look for him to step over the top of the head to lift his opponent onto his hip to chase this finish. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Makhachev.
All right, so the judges are in agreement tonight. He is your winner by unanimous decision. Certainly pretty easy fight to score, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy fight to score. Whereas his opponent had a few moments, he was the one that truly did lead all the interactions. He's the person that truly did dictate if the fight was standing or on the ground. This is his fight. He won this fight, and he won it in dominant fashion.